I'm Richard Sims, the executive editor at soaps.com, and today we're going behind the scenes for a very special chat with a person whose work you're very familiar with, even if you don't really realize it. Mandi Line is the costume designer at The Young and the Restless, which means she is responsible for making sure the folks in Genoa City look their absolute best. Mandi, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me. It's awesome. I'm so excited.
Well, we're excited as well because we don't really get a lot of behind the scenes peeks. And, you know, I know that you have worked on a lot of shows over the years, including a lot of primetime shows like Pretty Little Liars and Greek. How is daytime different from primetime?
I don't think I had bags under my eyes like I did back then. Um, it's really funny. People ask me all the time, like, do you feel like you were meant to do soaps? Is it too much? Is it too little? Can I tell you? I truly think, yes, the difference is, this is television history. It's been on. I'm dealing with these icons. But if you look at the stories, I came from television where there was murder, people were running in heels, there were dead bodies, people, had amnesia, they came back as someone else. Literally, the shows that I started out doing, I always say this, I think led me to do soaps because people think you can shop a closet sometimes. The second you think you get ahead, you're like, you know what? I shop this huge closet. All of a sudden, the writers will flip that script. This person will get kidnapped. This person will go missing. This person all of a sudden will be edgy and dark, or there's a wedding. So it's different. But for me, with my history, it's actually just on a bigger scale. I'm used to this fast pace. I mean, granted, in episodic, we do 3 pages a day, and on Young and the Restless, we do like 80. So, yes, that is different. But as far as the creativity and the pace, I'm really used to bigger shows like this. So that's why I think I'm meant to be here.
Well, and especially you look at, some of the stuff you were talking about as far as like kidnappings and, murders and weddings. And Pretty Little Liars was a show that routinely had their characters in those types of situations. So you certainly got a crash course in how to dress
That's
for
it.
murder.
That's 100%. I had an article done once on me, and it was called I Trained for This. It's like I went through the boot camp already. This is just truly, it's like, hey, you've got 10 people on that show. Oh, on Young and the Restless, you've got 51. We're good. Let's go. It just
You
moves it.
know, I always wondered if when you are sort of creating an original character's outfit, do you have to take into consideration or are you given information about not only their storyline, but also the environment in which they're going to spend a lot of time? For example, Sharon Case, her character spends a lot of time at the coffee house, or the
Mhm.
guys spend a lot of time in their business suits. Is that something that you take into consideration, the atmosphere in which they'll be working?
First of all, working with a production designer, working with the sets is very important to me. But what was interesting when I came on the show, they've had other costume designers that have done such a fabulous job and they work within the settings. It just happened to be when I came on the show, I mean, they're wheeling and dealing businesses, like it's for me getting new lipsticks. It's like just randomly, all of a sudden he loses this business, Victor steals this. So what I got to do when I came here was I think it was less in the office, more who they are, a little more casual, upscale. So take Billy, for example. Billy was in, 3-piece suits and ties, which fit his environment perfectly. But now, he's fallen in love. There was the news that just came out that he's going to be a daddy. And I got to put a casual edge on this, still keeping them rich. The stories have become less about their environment, a lot of more about these relationships too. So I get to do both. Because let me tell you, in a second, someone else will have a new job. So let's take Sienna in the shadow room. Oh my God, that was like a gift that the writers gave me. You give me a rock and roll club any day, and she was a new character. So I just went into my arsenal of like, Mandy, where did you used to hang out? How did you used to get into the clubs? Well, I knew the door girl. I knew the club promoter. So someone like Sienna is 100% based on her environment. I mean, the walls are rock and roll, so she has to be too.
One of the characters that really fascinates me, and I was just thinking about this in a recent episode, was Daniel
Mm,
is, he's Phyllis's son. He is Danny's son, but he carries himself almost like a have-not. Like he wears flannel
Right?
shirts. He wears he dresses down, and we don't see necessarily a huge amount of that on a
Mhm.
show.
Totally.
Even though that looks like he just walked in off the street, that is a look that you have created, right?
It's so funny. Graz, we call him here. The second I saw him walking down the hallway, I was like, I don't know if I can work here. That is my new boyfriend. Who is this guy with the tattoos? How can we bring this to life? And I walked into a crew that obviously I didn't know, and I really had to remind them there's a reason that I was hired. It's to bring that edge. So if someone ever said, "Oh, well, we never did that before, or we never saw his tattoos, or we never got that casual," Daniel was one of the first people that that backstory, like you talked about. He's a musician, his musician lineage, his world should be grounded and gritty. And that also brings, I mean, I'm sorry, you watch soap operas to find that sexy guy, that beautiful woman. And for me and my friends, I mean, they are big fans of Daniel just because he's relatable in that way too. He's edgy, sexy, relatable, yet smart, and his morals, that's what I love about him the most. He's always judging his mother who's up to no good. So, don't judge a book by its cover. He may be the edgy dude with tattoos, but he's got the biggest heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we love him.
I know this is like asking you to pick your favorite child or,
Mm.
in my case, my favorite pizza topping, but which character is your favorite to dress and why?
It's so funny. I get asked, who is the hardest to dress? Who's your favorite to dress? I'm not kidding you, it changes every day. I am dead serious. I have a wall of all the actors. Every single day, I put a heart around someone different. So I thought at the beginning, I was like, oh my God, I love dressing Billy. He's tall, tall drink of water. Then it went to Nikki Newman. Then it went to Tessa. I'm not kidding you. Every different week. Last week, it was Christine. And then it's Fenmore. I'm not kidding you when I say that I really don't have an answer. I mean, yes, if I fell asleep, of course, I want to wake up as Nikki Newman. I mean, who doesn't? But as far as a favorite, I mean, Mark Grossman, who plays Adam, I was texting his girlfriend last night. I'm like, I am in love with your boyfriend. He comes in here, he's funny. I come from a world where we use that word world film family.
Hmm.
And I always say the thing about when that film is done, you don't really talk to those people much anymore. This show, they come up, they're respectful, they're on time. If they're late, they bring you coffee. Like if you aren't feeling good, they call you and they text you. So I'm not kidding you. My favorites are whoever tells me I'm pretty that week. I'm not kidding you. It really changes every week. I mean, you do have Victor Newman. I mean, you have the patriarch and matriarch, but it's like Diane, Jack, I really can't pick. I'm dead serious. It's so tough.